We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. A moment ago, through a shower of pyrotechnics, it was the hometown Broncos taking the field as they get set to do battle with the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. KJ Hamler returning it. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And right away they're going to stack him up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
On the play, 2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete. So the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up a 3rd.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Airing it out for Hamilton. He's got a man. Complete. 20, 10, and all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. Not a bad way to start it.
And I think that was part of their script, because so many teams script their opening possessions, and whether it's just that possession or even deeper into the half, sometimes it's 15 to 30 plays. That had to be one in there where they call a shot play. Go for the big one, and they got it done.
Extra point from McManus is good, and it's now a 7-0 game.
McManus to kick off for Denver.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And you combine a big leg with a mile-high air, there's the outcome. This will sail out of the end zone for a touchback. For the first time here with Matt Breida. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 24-yard line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that will be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before... this drive could get wings, it's fourth down.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. They're indeed going. It's Fitzpatrick. Now this is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
I don't know why you would do that. It's almost guaranteed points the other way. I mean, I get it if it's a late-game situation, maybe even 4th and inches. But, boy, that's a huge risk to take.
Yeah, now they're set up in prime position going the other way. Clock now on first down. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy, his second touchdown on the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time out, went for it on fourth down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on fourth down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
And the Dolphins first down.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Incomplete.
Well, if there is a certainty in this game, we know that wherever he goes, he's going to draw a big-time crowd.
Throws into double coverage there. And, look, that's something that he's going to have to deal with a lot in this game, I'm sure.
Yeah, they were lucky to get away with that one where it just fell incomplete. But they're going to count on him to uncover latent routes and make some difficult catches.
So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. And that's incomplete. Mac Hollins, the intended target. And it'll bring up third down.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
On third down, Fitzpatrick. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 27-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. On first down, here's Breida. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
A gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 17, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his tight end, Gesicki, in the end zone. Touchdown, Dolphins.
Touchdown.
Mike Gesicki, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins able to get this back within a touchdown.
Is good.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and that'll make our score 14-7. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Hamler now to return it. And he returns this to the 22.
J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Phillip Lindsay, the intended target, and that'll bring up second down.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down and 11.
The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Block working out of the gun. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. And they convert on 3rd with a gain of 22.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Exit.
Block now on 1st down. That's caught at the 25. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos will extend their lead.
McManus lining up for the extra point.
That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they maybe given up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again, and you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. A 1st down throw for Fitzpatrick. Flushed out right. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Big stop, let's go. 56. 56, right there, 56. Stop.
To throw again. Fitzpatrick, flush to his right. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Again, it's Fitzpatrick. And it's caught by Parker. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Complete to
25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. 1st down, Dolphins.
Fitzpatrick on 1st down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
At the 9-yard line.
It's a nice completion and a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now.
Broncos 21, Dolphins 14.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Hamler now to return it. Now a hit and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. These two teams in this first half, it's been fun. Back and forth, back and forth. Well, it's not fun for the defensive coordinators, but offensive coordinators are enjoying it.
Yeah, they're having streaks here, aren't they? Being able to put scores together and really bunch them up, and we have a tight game here. You know, we often talk about having the right shoes for the right turf. Today it's track shoes, because that's what we've seen with these offenses.
Yeah, it's been an absolute track meet so far, and fun to watch.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
A loss of 2.
These two teams all tied after 1.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd and 12, Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They do go for it. It's Locke, escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. Fitzpatrick a give to Breida. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
Buchanan.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And the Broncos get there and take him down. Jeremiah Tauchu just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
3rd and long.
So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And he's going to go down again.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me, just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Hamler now on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10.
At their own
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
16 yards, a first down.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that cat?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
That's another Broncos first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On first down, right back to Lindsey. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. C6.
Second and 5 now. Lock. The pass complete to Hakeem Butler. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 29-yard line. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
66. Fully prime. Let's put that team on the hook. Yeah.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game.
Let's go.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
Yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
That's going to be caught by Judy. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. First and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Lindsey. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Yeah, this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown Broncos. Cortland Sutton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Broncos have taken the lead. Had the option to hand that one off or run it himself, but instead a really easy quick pass.
I like the way they made a decisive decision and got it right to the receiver. One move later, he's in the end zone.
McManus's point after is good, and they will take a 7-point lead. This is Jakeem Grant. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Dolphins take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Bradley Chubb just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
It's second down.
Throwing on second and long. Fitzpatrick. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Brandon McMahon.
Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an
things
interception.
for different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a
too many
three-syllable
syllables.
word. You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
On 1st and 10, Fitzpatrick. It's complete to Williams. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
2nd and 7 at the 40-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick finding Williams once more, complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 11 yards there, first down.
On the play. First down, Miami.
First down, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Preston Williams, the intended receiver, but it's going to be 2nd down.
A.J. Boye on the coverage.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
40 seconds to mark. 40 seconds to mark.
Throwing again. Fitzpatrick. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. To the air again, Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Rita, incomplete. Kareem Jackson on the coverage.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. Final play of the half, Fitzpatrick. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you on out to our studios in Orlando. Here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. The Dolphins down on the scoreboard, but they'll have it first as we get going in this 3rd quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Mike 4-2, Mike 4-2. We go.
To throw again, Fitzpatrick. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
It's a gain of 23 yards. First down, Dolphins.
On first down, Fitzpatrick. Complete to the running back, Matt Breida. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
On the pickup.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Jeremiah Tauchu picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So now after the sack, 3rd and long, and Fitzpatrick and company a little work to do. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Now, meanwhile, they go for it on 4th down, and my goodness, incomplete. A surprising move to go for it, predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Broncos are going to get the football back in great field position.
Let's get there. Mike 55, Mike 55.
They'll run on first down. It's Lindsey. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Options galore here, 2nd and a few inches.
It's 2nd and inches at the Dolphins' 34-yard line.
To throw it is Locke. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. 30. Past the 20.
I'm the best in the game.
And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown.
Jason Sanders for the extra point.
This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Hamler now to return it. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number 1 because margin for error is starting to slip away. And now it's down to a 1-score game.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Here's Lindsey. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 14 yards there and a Denver first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Lock on the give. It's Lindsey. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And a a great return as they're finally able to take him down. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Run there by Matt Breida, and he spent the early part of his career in San Francisco sharing the backfield and sharing the ball. What you really want with him, open space and make sure he's touching it, because he can take it from 0 to the end zone in a very short amount of time.
They'll run with a former Bear and Eagle. It's Jordan Howard. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9.
Again, it's Howard. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Dolphins.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
52, 56.
They'll try to throw here. Fitzpatrick. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. That catch good for only a couple.
A gain of 2.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season.
It's 3rd down. 3rd and long.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. First throw now for the backup Tua Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. Jakeem Grant, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And things are getting good now. We're heating up, tied at 35. Welcome back now to Denver. For the 4th quarter, we'll begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Shotgun snap to Locke. And his throw here's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And it's 3rd and short.
My man's getting a little loose with the football there, right? Interception before, almost had one here. He's got to start taking better care of it.
Yeah, really should have been back-to-back drives with interceptions. He's lucky there. Third and 2, Locke's going to throw. He'll find Lindsey here. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first.
Good.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
1st and 10 at the
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. He felt the pressure coming there. That was a good job of just making something out of nothing, so to speak.
Yeah, took the hit and still made the play. You know, when we talk about runners, all right, and on running plays, runs after contact, we call that getting dirty yards, tough, gritty ones. To me,
and this is going to be intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Dolphins 42, Broncos 35.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And can they regroup? That's the question. The pick 6 hurt, no doubt, but this is still a one-score game here in the 4th. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
37-yard line.
Here's Locke to throw. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the Dolphins.
Another run by Lindsey. And some space here. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. I thought as that was developing that he might actually keep it, but the right decision, obviously, to hand the football off.
And some teams do a really nice job of taking a little bit longer at the mesh point, meaning where he's going to hand it off or keep it. Sometimes they ride it maybe a step longer than others. That allows him to make the proper decision and have the right person end up with the ball.
And it paid off with a long touchdown run. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is making sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there.
Good tackle by Mike Purcell in his 2nd year with the Broncos after 3 previously with San Francisco.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. That'll be complete to Breida. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. On the handoff, this is Breida. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Miami.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a give to Breida. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left.
At the 48-yard line.
Back to throw is Tua. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. It was Bryce Callahan jarring the ball free defensively.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Got to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. Now Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete. He has had a great game defensively. He's been east-west, north-south, everywhere.
Yeah, and I love how you describe that, because to be a great defender, you have to be able to move up and back, sideline to sideline, and he's been fantastic. Reminds me of a young Charles Davis when he was playing Madden.
Absolutely. Oh, I thought you were going to go on the field, but okay, I see you. Fitzpatrick to throw for it on fourth down. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, an incredibly aggressive move to go for it there. Game-tied fourth quarter. You got to be surprised.
I am, and I know that we're in a new era of football where we look at the analytics sometimes, and a lot of time the analytics tell you to go for it, right? But do the analytics take into account game situation, where we are, all those things? In this situation, I thought it was an incredibly aggressive play.
It didn't work out, and again, tie game fourth quarter makes this thing a little bit more interesting. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
47-yard line.
To throw is Locke. Screen pass to Lindsey. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
10 at the 40-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Back to throw, Locke. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is caught by Sutton. Touchdown, Broncos. Sutton. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. And the Broncos have broken the tie. And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Makes the score Broncos 49, Dolphins 42.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. Jakeem Grant now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. He's back to throw. Looking for Parker again, and this time he's got him. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
First down, Dolphins.
Here's Fitzpatrick. And this one's incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fitzpatrick. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked by the rookie Michael Ojemudia. And he will score. Touchdown, Denver. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
McManus now for the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Good. Makes the score Broncos 56, Dolphins 42. Brandon McManus to kick.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Grant sets to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
Comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? And he finds Parker here, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts.
Complete to Devontae Parker.
As the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And the Dolphins first down.
Play action. Now it's Tua. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Good starting position for the Broncos here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.
Today's final.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Denver, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll have another home date next week as the Kansas City Chiefs come to town. Meanwhile, for the Dolphins, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.